Why, yes, this is Adam from Dank Discourse talking to Justin from Slimy Clearing, who's made great videos such as the Blade Runner 2049 and talking about capitalism, as well as other videos I've definitely watched before.
Hey Fitz, have you seen my phone?
Ah! An elf took it.
What elf? Okay. So we've set up some traps, so now we just have to wait for the alarms to go off to let us know we caught him.
We need to call someone. The police!
Well, if I was able to get my phone back from him...
Right.
Hopefully he gets caught in the snare soon.
What does he want anyways?
That's a good question.
Stupid. Change my brain. All right.
It's hard to remember a time when the elf on the shelf wasn't showing up year after year. From our Facebooks to your Aunt Christie's fireplace because she thought it would really spruce up the holiday season. In fact, the elf only started showing up in 2005 based on a book of the same title written by, here, I'm gonna totally butcher these names. Carol Abersold? And her daughter, Shonda Bell. I should have had Google say them out loud to me. The story depicts the elf as an agent of Santa, observing and reporting on children throughout the world.
There's nothing wrong with adding your own twist to a holiday, and Christmas is already such a patchwork behemoth of other practices all smashed together into one colossal titan. That it's almost more in fashion with the holiday to slap another bumper sticker of tradition to the rear end of this winter solstice vehicle. Oh, thank you for that. Now go out there and distract the elf with that so I can go and use the bathroom.
Just wait for like 5 more minutes. I baited the traps with cookies made from my childlike wonder.
That's just sprinkles. So why has the elf attracted so much attention? Because it's fun to post pictures of the elf hiding around the room, spying on the family, doing what it can to blend in and get into mishaps, as well as post said pictures of the elf on social media to share with family and friends. I thought that was everyone performing collective surveillance to keep us safe.
The elf tradition does not have to be a negative experience. Like Santa Claus, it can be fun for the whole family to participate in the festivities, tell stories about the elf, and move it around. The problem is when, like Santa Claus, the elf is used as a monitoring prop, and the idea of an elf always watching is abused and used to replace morals.
I think he's on the roof. What do I mean by monitoring and replacing morals? Well, Christmas for most children who celebrate it, it's a time where they get gifts. And who wouldn't be excited to get free stuff from all the adults in their life?
Oh my god, time to go.
Instead of these gifts just being given, however, they are only presented on the idea that the children are determined worthy of accepting said gifts from the mighty authority of Great Saint Nick.
I am the king!
This tradition is older than the actual elf on the shelf. That doesn't mean it's a good one, but it's definitely not going anywhere soon.
I'm not a parent myself, but I can imagine it's hard to have to get gifts for your kids every year. And if there is something that can assist in getting them to behave during this stressful time of the year, why not employ it?
If I am only doing good because I'm scared of what bad things will happen to me for bad behavior, then what will I do when I learn that the punishment was never real in the first place?
Whoa. Fitz, cover your ears.
Wait, what? What? Cover my ears? Wait, where are my ears? What do I cover? Adam, how do I hear? What do I cover? When someone makes the discovery that there is no Santa, it's a weird experience. I remember when I was young, I had planned to stay up all night using my parents' camcorder to catch Santa in the act. They kept trying to send me to bed and eventually had to tell me the truth.
I'm pregnant, Trevor.
For me, that moment was liberating. I felt like I was being treated like a person rather than a nuisance that had to be tricked into good behavior.
Kids will not always behave perfectly. They are still developing that learning function of empathy, but empathy is a huge part of what defines humanity and creates functioning adults. Telling a child to do what I say because I said so diminishes their free thinking. It teaches developing future adults that they should just obey because it's what's commanded of them.
The elf is the same principle, but with the twist of being seen, it adds to the feeling of being watched.
We fight so hard to keep our privacy, to prevent other companies and organizations from prying into our lives. So why would we want to train our kids to grow alongside this sort of monitoring? Not only does the elf add to the idea of being watched and reported on, it gets kids used to having that eye, that camera in the same room as them.
Now comes the part where the guy with no kids at all tells parents what they're doing wrong. As someone who was raised by parents, I have a little perspective on the issue.
Okay, how many diapers have you changed? Actually, don't answer that. If the answer is anything but 0, I'm going to be concerned.
To all parents celebrating the holidays, actually just any parents or expecting parents,
I know you work hard to provide for your child. You're raising another human from birth to age 28, depending on their college debt. It can be very tempting to use any tool you have to get your children to behave.
I have to have my tools!
Because I know when I was a child, I was very problematic to deal with. But the things that stuck with me through all my years were those moments when an adult wasn't trying to just expect me to behave when they demanded respect from me. It was when they took the time to acknowledge my concerns, to answer my questions, as annoying as they were.
Are we there yet?
No.
This holiday season, don't let the crutch of a powerful being of myth determine your children's behavior. Help them understand that their morals are not determined by what a bearded man in the north says, or a tiny homunculus-like being that spends its days hiding in your silverware drawer. The best gift you can give to your kids is respecting them and helping them understand why you want them to stop leaving the lights on in all the rooms, why you want them to go to bed on time instead of sneaking out at night to participate in illegal gambling, why you want them to understand your perspective. That will be the greatest present they can receive. That and Fortnite skins. Especially the backpack that has the dog is super adorable.
Wow, that told me nothing on how to stop the elf. Yes, but it did keep you distracted long enough for... Okay, that should be him.
Finally.
I'm being first.
Tom Brady? But if you triggered the trap, then...
Louder, Bush Burrows. Better luck next year.
Damn. We almost had him this time.
By the way, I broke your phone.